There are cars that are fast. There are cars that are rare, and then there is the Bugatti Veyron, a car so extraordinary, so groundbreaking, that it didn't just change the automotive industry, it changed the very definition of what a car could be worth. The Veyron is not merely a machine, it is a statement of impossible ambition. It is the car that took Bugatti from legend into myth. The car that dared to ask, what happens when money is no object? And in doing so, it became one of the most valuable, most exclusive, and most iconic automobiles in history. When it was unveiled in 2005, the Veyron shocked the world. Here was a road car, capable of producing 1,001 horsepower from its monstrous 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine. Here was a car that could exceed 250 miles per hour, a feat no production car had achieved before. It wasn't just performance. It was history in motion. But beyond the speed, beyond the engineering marvel, the Veyron carried something even more important, a price tag that redefined automotive luxury. When new, it cost around $1.7 million. At the time, the most expensive production car in the world. But as years passed, as its legend grew, the value of the Veyron only climbed higher. Special editions such as the Veyron Grand, Sport Vitesse, and the Veyron Super Sport were priced even higher, crossing the $2 million mark. And today, pristine examples and rare editions can fetch $3 million, $5 million or more at private sales and auctions. The Veyron's worth lies not just in rarity, but in what it represents. It was a car that no other manufacturer could build. It was said that Bugatti lost money on every single Veyron produced, because the cost to engineer and assemble one of these machines was beyond what even its $1 million price tag could cover. And yet, for the elite few who bought one, that price was not a burden. It was a privilege. To own a Veyron was to join a club so rarefied that only 450 units would ever exist in the entire world. Each one was hand-built in Molsheim, France, to a standard of craftsmanship unmatched in the automotive world. Each could be tailored in bespoke colors, materials, and finishes, meaning no two Veyrons were truly identical. And each carried not just the power of speed, but the aura of wealth itself. Step inside and the Veyron reveals its other half, its luxury. The cabin is an environment of artistry and refinement. Leathers of the finest grade, polished aluminum, carbon fiber, and titanium were combined in perfect harmony. The simplicity of the dashboard, uncluttered, elegant, timeless, is a reminder that true luxury is not about excess but about restraint. The Veyron was never filled with unnecessary gadgets. Instead, it was filled with presence, with weight, with dignity. And yet, for all its refinement, the Veyron was also a technological titan. Consider the details. Tires developed by Michelin that cost tens of thousands of dollars to replace. A braking system so advanced it used an air brake wing at high speeds. Radiators and cooling systems that could handle heat levels no other road car had ever produced. Every component was over-engineered, built not for profit but for perfection. The price of the Veyron was never simply about the car itself. It was about what it said, about what it represented. To arrive anywhere in a Veyron was to declare that you existed in a world of your own, a world of extreme privilege, of extreme rarity, of extreme taste. Imagine pulling up to a hotel in Monte Carlo, the W16 engine humming beneath the surface. Imagine the sound of doors closing, the eyes of every passerby fixed on you, not simply because of the car's beauty, but because of its meaning. A Veyron was not just a possession, it was a symbol, a moving jewel. The value of the Veyron continues to rise because it is not only a car, but a cultural milestone. It represents the era when Bugatti set out to build the impossible, the first car to break 250 miles per hour, the car that forced the world to rethink what worth means. And today, collectors chase it not just for speed but for legacy, because in 100 years, the Veyron will still be remembered as the car that changed everything. The luxury of the Bugatti Veyron is not only in its materials, or its design, or even its power. Its luxury lies in its exclusivity and price, in the idea that money cannot easily buy it, because only a handful exist, and those who own them rarely part with them. Its worth is not measured in dollars alone, but in history, in prestige, and rarity. To this day, the Veyron remains one of the most expensive and most desired hypercars in the world. Its price tag shocked us when it was launched, and its worth continues to rise as it takes its place as one of the most important automobiles ever built. The Bugatti Veyron is not just luxury, It is wealth embodied. It is exclusivity materialized. It is history, speed, art, and prestige, all bound together into a machine that redefined value itself. The Bugatti Veyron, the car that proved that true luxury has no limits. Not in power, not in craftsmanship, and certainly not in price.